All right, good morning. We're gonna get started. I'm just gonna get this nice and level and straight. All right, cool. Good morning. So we're gonna start off seated this morning, so you can take a seat, and I'm just gonna lower this down. There we go. So you can take a seat on your mat and just cross the legs, sit nice and tall. And when you're ready, arms reach up overhead. Interlace the fingers, turn the palms up, stretch long. So we're looking for a lot of space in that underarm. And now exhale, drop the chin to the chest. So just try to create some space in the back of the neck. Nice full breaths. And then inhale, tip the head back up to center. Drop your left arm. We're going to go to the left. Turn your top palm not only down, but the fold of the elbow down as well. And lean over to the left. As you push through with that bottom hand, really try to open up your top side body. Nice deep breath in, and nice deep breath out. Now on the exhalation, take that top arm and roll your torso down. Try to touch the pinky finger towards the floor. And then inhale, open back up again. Try to open as far as you can. And then again, exhale, rolling right through the tightness of your lower back. Soften through the neck and shoulders. And then inhale, roll back open again. Exhale. And inhale. One more time, exhale. And inhale. Slowly bring yourself back up, arms to T. And just roll the shoulders up to the ears, relax them down and back. Just try to feel nice and tall. Now left arm turns up and comes up. Drop your opposite arm and bend the elbow. So now we're moving to the right. If you feel like that top shoulder is pinching or catching, start with more of a cactus arm and then slide the arm through the hairline. Keep pressing with your bottom arm as you anchor through that left hip. Nice deep breath in, looking up, forward or down. Nice deep breath out. And now on the next exhale, take the top arm and rotate your torso. Try to square the shoulders down. There's that lower back. And then inhale, roll yourself back open again. Exhale, roll down. And inhale, roll open. Exhale, roll down. Reach through the fingertips. Inhale, roll open. Last time, exhale. And inhale, roll open. And then slowly bring yourself back up to seated. Roll the shoulders and bring them down nice and slow. Now uncross the legs and come into a standing forward bend. Just start to wake up your legs by almost like you're walking your dog in a down dog, except you're in forward bend. Alternate bending each knee, but keep the feet flat. Just waking up the hamstrings. Sometimes we don't give our body enough time to wake up in the morning. Even in yoga, you just kind of expect to be flexible. And so just wake up the body. Be sweet to your body. And then when you're ready, bend your knees and roll yourself up nice and slow. Awesome. All right, so now standing on the mat, open the feet a little bit wider than your outer hips. So toes turn forward, pelvis is in neutral. So we worked a little bit with this yesterday, and we're going to try to create more mobility in the pelvis. So on the inhalation, try to slide your hips to the left without bending the knees as far as you can go. So just notice where that restriction is, or that pinching or pulling. And then same thing on the opposite side. Try to slide your hips to the right. Go as far as you can go. and just notice what that restriction is. And then do the same thing again, over to the left, and then over to the right. We want the big movements, but we forget that the big movements are built on little movements, and then back to center. Open your feet 2 paces wider. You're not quite in a straddle, but this is what I call an A-frame. It's between parallel and straddle. It's kind of somewhere in the middle. And then feet are parallel again, same thing. We're gonna move to the left, and now you're feeling restriction through the inside groin or that left or right leg. Go as far as you can. It's all in the hips. I'm not sliding. I'm just tipping my pelvis. And then back up to center. And then how far can I go to the right? I'll come even closer here. It's the beauty of camera, so you can see this. So it's the pelvis tipping. How far can I go? And my torso is just falling with it. It's just moving accordingly. So how far can I go? Notice that restriction. If you feel that pulling in your knees, you know that it's a hip issue. It's not a knee issue. So as you create that movement, and then just settle back to center, arms stretch out to T. Now let's move over to the left, but my hips are gonna go to the right first. So my hips are gonna slide like we just did, no bending the knees. Keep the booty down and underneath you. Now slide your torso the rest of the way off of your pelvis. So now I have stretch through the side body, but I'm using my glutes, keeping them tucked under. Reach as far as you can, as far as you can. Lower the bottom arm down, top arm comes up. Now I'm reaching like I'm coming up against the wall. You could go against the wall. And my glutes are really engaging underneath me. If you're gunky on that right hip, you're gonna feel it. Nice deep breath in, keep your feet planted in parallel. Nice deep breath out. On the next exhale, take the top arm and drop it down. Think about trying to come towards your big toe, whether you touch or not. And then inhale, keep the glutes engaged and open yourself back up again to stack. And then again, exhale, lower down, keep the legs nice and strong. Inhale, I'm trying to engage my glutes underneath me and open back up. You could be against a wall if you wanted to. Exhale, lower down. And inhale, open back up. One more time, exhale, lower down. And inhale, open back up. Now reach up, pull your hips back underneath you. You literally have one side of your body that's longer than the other. We're gonna even that out. All right, arms open up, relax the shoulders. Now we're gonna put the pelvis to the test. Hips are gonna push to the left. I'm a little bit tighter in that left groin, which is your right, so I can really feel that. Now I'm going to slide off even more. So if I'm facing you, we're not going like this. I'm literally trying to stay in the toaster and go as far as I can go. So go, go, go as far as you can. Now lower the bottom arm down. Glutes are engaging, legs are engaging. I'm in the toaster. Lean back with your shoulders and then find a place for your head and neck. Calm breathing. Okay, so now take the top arm, slowly bring it down. I'm just gonna bring my arm down towards my big toe, doesn't have to touch, I have long arms. And now glutes tuck under, body opens up again. Think about your heart looking up. Exhale, close down slow. Slow, 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 slow. And then inhale, open up again. Exhale. Just really noticing kind of all of the tissues in your torso that attach to the top rim of your pelvis or your hips. We're trying to untuck that super tight shirt right now. One more time. Hold it. Now grab for the imaginary rope. Hips come back underneath you. Arms come to T, drop it down. Roll the shoulders. You should be warm by now. And now let's open the feet a little bit wider into a straddle. Feet are still parallel. Inhale, bend your knees now. Hug your legs together. hips come forward. So can my hips, can my pelvis actually come forward, which should trigger your core to turn on. I'm bending my knees so there's no pressure. Hips come forward. Now I'm open through here as my core turns on, which is what we want. And then bring yourself back up to center. And again, same thing. If you want to, hands on the sacrum, that's fine. Bend the knees, hips forward. Drop your shoulders open now. And then come back up to center. Inhale. This time, exhale, come forward into a straddle forward bend. Relax the arms towards the floor, lean into the balls of the feet. Now bend your knees as deep as you can and slide your arms out in front. A little kind of straddle with a down dog and a squat all together. Slowly let the legs lengthen. Stay planted through all four corners of your feet. Now find your breath here. Take a time out, take a pause. If you have any stress or tension, this is the place to visualize it, to ask it, to let it go, to create space and separate. If your mind is not even willing to consider it, you're going to find yourself in a struggle the rest of the day. So at least get yourself to a place where you can say, okay, I'm at least willing to entertain, to step away from whatever it is that's heavy on my shoulders. All right, feet come maybe a hair wider. You're up on your fingertips. Back is like a coffee table. We're going to move to the left. Exhale, bend the left knee, side lunge, one of my favorite poses. And as you side lunge to the left, use that left elbow, shoulder, and press the leg open a little bit more. Feet stay planted. Right leg stays strong. Engage the quad. Nice deep breath in. And nice deep breath out. Head drops to the floor, let the leg lengthen. Now reach both arms over to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Bend your knees. I'm making my stride just a little smaller. Bend your knees, roll yourself up. Keep your knees bent. Legs engaged, hips come forward, arms come up overhead. Exhale. Bring your hands to prayer. Let's do that again. Inhale. And exhale. Drop it back down. Straddle. Breathe. Try to come a little bit more onto the balls of the feet. Inhale. Back is like a coffee table. I'm going to go wider on my stride again. Exhale. Now we're moving over to the right. So bend the right knee. Feet stay parallel, that straight leg. Engage the quad if you feel like that's too much pulling behind the knee. Use your elbow, use your shoulder, and press the bent knee open just a little bit more. Inhale through the nose, and exhale through the nose. If you want your body to keep moving, you have to start moving it. Inhale back up to center. Lower it back down into a straddle. Pause. Maybe arms come back behind this time. And you add a little chest expander. Arms come back down to the floor. Bend your knees. Walk your feet together. And then slowly roll yourself up. Arms come up overhead. And exhale, hands to prayer. Nice job. All right, let's come up to the top of the mat. Doesn't matter which direction you face. I'm going to face left. And as you come up to the top of the mat, bend your knees. And take that right leg and step it back into a high lunge. So hips are going to square. You're not up on your toes, remember. You're back a little bit more into the heel. And then square the hips, belly is strong. If I'm really tight through the hip, bend up that back knee a little bit. Inhale, arms reach up overhead, interlace the fingers, and turn the palms up. Let's try to create some space here. bring your hands to prayer. Now either a couple small steps or one big step. Try not to lean forward. So we want to use our glutes, not our quad for this. 1, 2, 3, step up, and see if you can bring that back leg in front now without leaning back. Hips stay level. Tongue off the roof of the mouth. Now take your floating leg and step it back into warrior 2. Now open the body. Back foot's kicked in just a little bit. Hips are level, belly is strong. Bend the front knee. Remember, we're staying stacked. Body opens towards me. Arms reach out in front. Break your stick. Drop your shoulders. Arms open up. Palms turn down. Now full rotation with the neck. Try not to tip the head. Chin over shoulder. Warrior 2 is all about being in the present moment. And so just practice that, honor that. Exhale, arms drop down. Step it back, downward facing dog. Hands open wide, bend your knees a little bit. Feel free to walk your dog. And then look forward, step, jump, or walk forward. Standing forward bend, you choose. Bend your knees, roll yourself up, extension. Hips tip forward, you go back. Exhale, bring your hands to prayer. All right, same sequence on the opposite side. So you're nice and tall. Take that left leg, float it back, give yourself a good distance. Remember, we're on 2 water skis, not 1, so we don't need the stride super in line. Open that up a little bit. Sit back into the heel, squaring the hips. You're nice and tall. Arms reach up overhead, interlace the fingers again. Just go for that stretch through the hands. I like all those little added things. And pull the arms back. Breathe. Find a focal point, and for the next few moments, keep your eyes there. All right, nice deep breath in. Exhale, try to step up. Feel free to take a couple of steps. Try not to lean back, but stand really tall. Now take that floating leg, step it back. Now I'm going to open away from you and come into warrior 2. Watch not to roll into the back ankle. Nice and tall and open. Outstretch the arms. And really try to work that rotation with the neck. Again, this idea of being in the present moment despite discomfort. Inhale, arms come up, rotate down, back into downward facing dog. Fingertips nice and wide. Once again, walk your dog, and as you bend one knee and press the opposite to the ground, try pressing the heel down and simultaneously trying to lift the toes of that foot. You're just going to create a little bit of a deeper line of stretch than what you would otherwise. and then knees to the mat. Staying in tabletop position, keeping a nice strong core. 10 times scapula push-up. No bending the elbows. We're going to keep the elbows nice and long and sink into the shoulders and then bring ourselves back up again. And then again, sink into the shoulders and bring ourselves back up again. I'm just going to make a quick adjustment here. Just the beauty of live. There we go. And so as you sink down, how far can you sink without bending the elbows? And then broaden the back, not hunching. We're keeping a nice kind of coffee table back. And then again, inhale, sink, and exhale, broaden. All the while, the folds of the elbows are for the most part staying forward. Three more. One more. Nice job. Okay, so now we're going to flip the hands around. Fingertips point towards your knees. Palms flat. Heels of the hands face away. Open up your fingertips. Nice broad back. You can be as close to your fingers as you want. And now slowly lean back, trying to find that nice wrist stretch. Relax your shoulders. Yoga is a great practice for you to just embrace what is. Yoga has taught me many things, and one of the things is that the goal of life is not to get rid of pain or get rid of discomfort, is to learn how to embrace it. Learn how to sit with it. Learn how to, it's not even about being okay with it, but learn how to turn it into something great. Learn how to see past it. And now sit back onto your heels. Open and close the hands until you can move them again. Shake them out. Shake them out. And then when you're ready, let's come on to our back. So you can bring yourself onto your back nice and slow. I'm just going to bring you guys down with me a little bit here. There we go. This is the joy of live. Here we go. All right, so when you're ready, lay yourself back nice and slow, knees into the chest. And then legs come up, roll the ankles. Bend the knees, arms come overhead, palms face up. Now take your left leg and cross it over your right leg. Right foot walks to the right, so you're walking towards the bottom foot's side of the mat. And then drop your knees. So the top leg is on top, still. And then pick up the head and just look the opposite way. And then inhale, come back up to center, uncross the leg, take the opposite completely over, walk your feet to the left edge of the mat. Now drop the legs to the right, let gravity do its thing here. Pick up the head and look towards your foot side, your left. Close the eyes, soften the body, and really let gravity and your breath take over here. And then slowly back up to center, uncross, knees into the chest. Drop the feet down and come into bound angle. Bottoms of the feet together, let your back arc. Let your shoulders bury down into the mat. Arms again come back overhead. close your eyes and let's just take a couple really nice deep breaths. Really focus on the inhalation, being expansive. Focus on the exhalation, creating as much deflation as possible. And if there's a space that you wish to come into, we have to first make space for ourselves. So feel the inhalation be expansive. And feel the exhalation seem flawless, seamless. And now from that bound angle, just one leg at a time, slide each out to each corner of the mat. You can keep your arms overhead if you like. Focus on the space, on your body relaxing even more. Now slowly start to move your fingertips and toes again. Your legs and your arms. Knees into the chest. And then when you're ready, slowly roll over to your side and come up to a seated position. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning. We will try to have continually regular live classes, but make sure you check out the online studio. We have almost 200 videos in there from a minute long to 90 minutes long, so you're going to find something that's right for you. And if you have questions about anything on the mat related, drop it in the group. Let us know, and we hope that you enjoyed this practice. Thanks so much.